Oh boy, it's a beautiful morning. Here we are toward the end of July. It's like July 27th. I'm in southern Connecticut. Temperatures are in the low 60s, if you can believe it. The middle part of the country, the U.S., is absolutely getting its ass handed to it with the weather out there. High temperatures, high humidity. The whole central part of the United States, and even a great deal toward the East Coast, they're suffering with high temps, high humidity. I have a few people that I follow on Strava who live out in that area, and these people are serious bikers. One individual who recently did a double century. That kind of tells you something about how serious a cyclist that person is. She said it's brutal, just brutal, too hot. That's dangerously hot. I rode yesterday, which was Wednesday, and prior to that, my last ride was on previous Saturday, last week. And last week, toward the end of last week, middle of last week, we had hot, humid temperatures. And I rode Thursday in a very hot, humid day. And then when I finished up that ride, when I got home last Thursday, I was really exhausted, tired. I did bring a lot of fluids to drink, and I did drink just about every bit of it. I did about a 38-mile ride, maybe 35. Oh, no matter. So I felt more tired than usual, and followed up that Thursday ride with a ride on Friday, that next day. And I tell you, I had no giddy up at all. My tank was empty in no time at all. I literally was stopping like every 3 or 4 miles. And when I ride home, generally like the last 4 or 5 miles are from a stop I always make at the town beach. I couldn't make it home. I couldn't make it all that 4 miles without making a necessary rest stop. And when I finally did roll in my driveway, I said, holy crap, I got nothing left. And I really ached. Anyway, it kind of perplexed me for a while. But I have to believe that I did suffer a little bit of dehydration Thursday and then again Friday, and it drained my energy. I say that because the rides that I make and the rides that I take, I pretty much have a standard loop or a standard route that I ride. So it's not like I did a longer ride than usual or got on more hills than usual. The only other factor, at least in my mind, that led to such fatigue was riding in a hot, humid day. So my point is that the people that, like I said, I follow on Strava, who are out in the Midwest and are dealing with these wicked temperatures and high humidity, I just hope they're smart enough to know, stay off your bike, or if you can take it out, just do recovery rides, do short distances, don't push yourself. It's not worth it. Of course, there are different levels of fitness. I'm a 67-year-old guy. I think I'm in pretty good shape. But I'm also not a 30-year-old with killer legs and all kinds of energy to burn. So when it comes to hot, sticky weather, I'll take a ride. I'll get sweaty. I'll challenge myself a little bit. I'll strive to do a little bit more than I did the time before. But man, I've learned my lesson about overexerting yourself and then following it up with another day of stressful riding. You got to be careful. You got to take it easy. It's all common sense, and I shouldn't have to even be telling myself this, but I have to remind myself. Be careful out there. But as I just mentioned, or I mentioned a little bit ago, we're dealing with wonderful temperatures this morning. And as you can tell by the trees and the bushes around here, there isn't a breath of wind. So no wind, 62, maybe 65 degrees now. Low humidities in the 50% range, 58%, I think it's something like that. Absolutely perfect day to ride. So that's what I'm doing. I really love coming up this way because on this road back right here, right in this section where I am right now, there's something about this area that the temperature always drops about 2 or 3 degrees, sometimes more than that, and it's always in the shade. And it's just amazing because I will sometimes use this road for a little bit of sprint training. So I will run up it, get to the end, stop, have something to drink, catch my breath, let my heart rate come down a little bit, and then start riding back this way. And the first thing I run into is that little area back there where it's shady and the temperature drops about 5 degrees or so. It's like running through an air-conditioned office building or something, man. It's just wonderful. I know I've mentioned it many times before, but I really am very fortunate to live where I do and have these kind of places to ride. Can't imagine, as an example, living in a place like Florida in the summertime and trying to enjoy road biking between the screaming heat and humidity down there. I would imagine unless you go first thing in the morning, you couldn't possibly deal with riding in those temps. Of course, the upside in Florida, it's flat. You don't hit hills. But I also follow a couple people on Strava who live in Florida, and every picture that I see posted seems to suggest you don't find much shade in Florida. Unlike here where I go through that tree-lined road and just catch all kinds of shade and coolness. But Florida, of course, doesn't get snow, so their winter season for riding a bike must be terrific. But for me, at least, you know, I don't know how many videos you've seen of mine, how far back you've gone, but I rode all last winter. There was a day I rode out here, I think it was just around Valentine's Day, February. 18-degree temps. Whew, my God, that was cold. But the roads were clear and dry. No snow, no ice. So someone is behind me. Can't tell if they're waiting for me to turn or waiting for a spot to go around me, but we'll signal my turn here and turn off.